This is my grandfather's last roll of film. It's been sitting in my fridge for about 6 years. I found it in this camera, a Voigtlander Vito B, when I was just a kid. I quickly put it in the fridge. I didn't want to develop it. I didn't know how. It was Kodachrome, and I think that I was afraid of what was on there, of the latent image. Before developing it, I think it's important to talk about who my grandfather was. He passed away when I was 15, so I never got the chance to interrogate him about his upbringing. And so I've learned about his life through the objects and stories that he left behind. Because it's not like there's a website that you can look at people on. Well, I did make one for him, but beside the point. He grew up in Sydney's eastern suburbs. He was born in 1935, and his family got the tail end of the Great Depression. He began photographing from an early age, and he worked at a camera shop in the city. I think that helped him get away from everything. I guess he would fit the older generation's view of a classic Australian man. Every year from 1948, he religiously renewed his membership to the Sydney Cricket Ground. He loved his cars, his Holdens and his Morris Minors, and his beloved Mercedes, which I still drive today. God, this sounds like a eulogy. He didn't mind a beer and a smoke, just like his father before him. He sold real estate, wool, and later in life worked in a hardware store because he loved meeting people. He was a young liberal. It's where he met my grandmother. He was my grandfather. And I can't put into words how important the time was that we spent together. So, I thought I'd develop it and just catalogue my feelings. And I won't ramble anymore. I'll just get into what I said, and here it is. It's empty. So I found this camera in a lot of his old stuff, and I didn't really know how to use film cameras at the time. And so I think I might have been playing around with it, and then I realized I opened the back. I looked up how to open the back, and I realized that there was actually film in it. So I quickly took it out and put it in the fridge. And I guess I have to wait for them to dry to see, but there's nothing discernible. There's no incredibly amazing lost family photos on this roll, which I didn't expect, really. I didn't expect to find some mystical gem to somehow bring everything together. I honestly expected a blank roll. It looks like shots shooting out of a window, but there's only 3 of them, and they're pretty horrible. Well, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I don't know what I was expecting. Don't know.